Now that we've all had a chance to digest Peacemaker Season 2, let's talk about it. Peacemaker Season 2, it isn't great, but it isn't bad. It's just mid. It's mid. Welcome, my name is Zach. Come on in, grab a seat, get cozy. If this is your first time to the Super Reel, we're glad to have you. And smash that subscribe button, be a top lad. So let's start with the bookends. The two most controversial episodes were episodes 1 and 8. The premiere of the season and the finale of the series. That's not good, and it's a quick way to have a mid-season. Peacemaker Season 2 lost 40% of its audience from start to finish, and I bet a lot of people left after episode 1. You cannot put an orgy in a superhero show unless it's the boys. I'm sure that put a lot of people out. I'm sure that turned a lot of people off. You had Peacemaker getting kissed by a guy and a woman. You had dick swinging. You had full bush, full frontal nudity. And when you look back on the season, it doesn't even fit. When you look back on the season, it really doesn't even need to be there. It still stands out even in hindsight. You just don't put an orgy in your premiere. I don't know who told him that was a good idea. Oh wait, that's a part of the problem. There's no one above James Gunn at DC right now. And the season finale was underwhelming. There was way too much music and too many montages, and was overhyped by James Gunn himself. The cameos were the friends we made along the way. Episodes 1 and 8 were the weakest in my opinion. Moving on, what did we accomplish this season? What was the goal, you guys? We start the season with Peacemaker trying to join the Justice Gang. He wants to be a real hero. His heart's in the right place now. He goes all the way to another Earth to be a real hero. So that's a clear goal, but he doesn't do anything heroic this entire season. The only action we see him in, he's taking out the Sons of Liberty who turn out to be good guys. Was the goal of the season to have a romantic relationship with Harcourt? Because that didn't happen either. He goes to the other Earth so he can drunk text the other Harcourt. So clearly the romantic relationship with Harcourt is a goal, but they aren't a couple at the end of the series finale. Honestly, they felt closer at the end of season 1 than they did at the end of season 2. James Gunn expected us to see this kiss on the boat and feel the same way we felt when we saw Cap and Peggy dancing at the end of Endgame. Peggy actually liked Cap and showed Cap that she was interested, and that scene was 10 years in the making. All James Gunn gave us was resting bitch face the whole season. Great moments in episodes 6 and 7.
And I still love you.
Only for her to revert back to her old ways in the series finale. He's filling in emotional gaps in his head because Jennifer Holland is his wife in real life, and it's just not translating on screen at all. There is no reason her character in this moment had any reason to believe they would get out of this situation. And she really looks into my boy. So why is she still rolling her eyes at the end of the finale? Was the goal for Peacemaker to grow as a person and to realize that this reality is where he belongs? Because we had 10 minutes left in the series finale and he's still the most broken we've ever seen him. All his character growth is music montaged over with slow-mo shots of him smiling. And he only came back to this world because the other world was conveniently Earth X, not because anyone said anything to convince him. He says he has family, he's a hero over here, and the other Harcourt is nice to him. If that other world wasn't Earth X, I would have been like, yo, stay over there. There's nothing for you over here, man. Be happy, stay over there. It's just bad writing, and he probably still feels the same way about this Earth. The only thing that's changed is that he knows for a fact the other Earth is bad too. Sure, he seems happy at the end, but again, it's music montaged over and sped through. Also, I think season 1 tackled the topic of race way better than season 2.
Peacemaker!
Yes.
You're that racist superhero!
I've said this before, James Gunn showed us like 3 or 4 episodes of how great this universe is and 5 minutes of how bad it was when he showed us ads escaping the white people mob. That is not enough, James. You were driving home the exact opposite point you're trying to make. You were just showing us how great everything looks when you take away people who look different from you, but you're not hammering home how bad the world really is. If we get 3 or 4 episodes about how great the world is, then we need 3 to 4 episodes of freaking Django, man. You gotta counterbalance all the good you were showing us in those other episodes. We also needed to spend way more than 30 minutes on Earth X after the reveal.
Fuck you!
Also, where did the Checkmate name come from, you guys, other than the fact that it's in the comics? They didn't set that up at all in the show. And why are Judo Master and Ads playing Scrabble when they could have been playing chess that whole time? At least that would have set something up for the Checkmate reveal. Maybe even a chess reference somewhere else, but we get nothing. I challenge you to show me the scenes where they set up Checkmate at all in this, outside of that music montage that was sped through. And that was only setting up them forming a team. But the name Checkmate itself, if you were only watching the show and you know nothing about the comics, that name comes out the blew. To be honest, this whole season should have been like hardcore and ads in a dynamic duo role, trying to find clients for Adebayo security agency. Clearly hardcore needs the money, and everyone else could slowly come along as the season goes on, all while you're doing Peacemaker's bullshit on the side, and then he joins at the end. And maybe throw in a chess reference there or somewhere. My wife watches every episode of Peacemaker with me, and she was very surprised when they formed a team at the end of this, because they did nothing to set up them forming a team outside of the music montages at the very end. They did nothing throughout the season to really set up the checkmate of it all or the team aspect of it all. Throughout the entire season, it really feels like it's Adebayo's personal thing that she's just doing on the side to make money for her, but you don't really get a sense of the collaboration aspect of it. The writing to set up checkmate was just lazy. Also, the music in this season was not as good as the music in season 1. The music in this season wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination outside of some questionable song choices in the finale. The season as a whole didn't have bad music, but in season 1, the ending of every single episode felt like there was a banger, and not because I knew the songs, just because they were good songs. So I do think the music in season 1 was a little bit better than the music in season 2. The season does have some redeeming qualities though, so let's get into those. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, smash that subscribe button. This is the best account under 1,000 subs. So before we get into the good, I do want to say that I am a James Gunn fan. I've liked his work in the past. I really love the Suicide Squad movie he did, and I really did enjoy Superman. It's a shame that movie isn't making money, but I really did enjoy that movie. It was hopeful. It inspired me to quit my job as a lawyer and start the Super Reel. It's so hopeful. I really enjoy that movie. Life is way too short to do things that do not make you happy. What makes me happy is talking to you guys. Hey, subscribe to the Super Reel. So I think we all love Tim Meadows' character as Flurry, right? He was hilarious in this show with all his nicknames, the bird blindness, and his mannerisms. And I look forward to seeing him interact with Vigilante in the future. And speaking of Vigilante, he was a standout all season. His popularity went through the roof. Him meeting himself may have been the highlight of this season. I also enjoyed visiting his house and meeting his mom. James Gunn, you did a great job with Vigilante this season. I also thought Economos had a great character arc. We see him come out of his shell more. He was in the field a little bit more. He earned the respect of Eagly, and he's probably gonna date Bordeaux before Peacemaker dates Harcourt. And last but not least, Eagly. Eagly got way more screen time this season, and I'm here for it. You guys know Eagly's my favorite character, and not just because I'm an Eagles fan. He's just the best boy around, and I can't get enough of Eagly, so James Gunn, thank you for that. But that's pretty much it for the highlights of the season. Season 2 was pretty mid, whereas season 1 was fairly great. Season 1 felt more cohesive and structured, and it didn't overthink itself. What do you guys think about season 2 as a whole? I think episodes 2 through 7 were straight fire, but when your premiere and your finale are weak, that's a quick way to have a mid-season. What was the highlight of the season to you? Be a top lad, let me know your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. This is your channel. Oh, and if you're new and you're wondering where this top lad thing is coming from, some of my OG subscribers know this, but I studied abroad at Cambridge University for some time in England, practically attended Hogwarts. So that's where that comes from. It's a little inside joke, but now you guys are on the inside. Be on the lookout for more Gen V content, and I'm working on another top 10 Aura Moments video, and that video is gonna star Henry Cavill. Go check out my Captain America top 10 Aura Moments video. I think you guys are gonna love that. Click here to spam more of my content. And as always, thank you for inviting me into your home, and thank you for joining me in mine. I'll see you guys in the next video.